You know what? I'm half German, I'm half Filipino. I can show you what Filipino genes can show, what they have.
Hi guys, welcome to Boy Abroad and welcome back to another episode of How Fellow Filipinos Experience Life Abroad, where we feature inspiring people with their amazing stories. I'm your host, Anja Peter. Today it's an honor to have Andrea Breihof with us, who shares her journey on bodybuilding. Hi Andrea!
Hi!
What made you start lifting heavy weights?
I used to do different kind of sports before bodybuilding. I always wanted to be the strongest and fastest. I did different kind of sports. I played rugby, touch rugby, quite good to be honest, till the national squads in touch rugby, volleyball, third league, fencing, German champions.
Wow,
lots
that's
of
a lot.
Yeah, but one of my main things was competitive swimming and track and field. On my last training on rugby, I had a bad injury. I had a knee injury, which was really bad. I had 2 operations and it said I couldn't do any more sports in life, but I couldn't accept that. So I started continuing lifting, but in a rehab style. After my second operation, it says I couldn't do any sports. My first goal was only to have a symmetric body, to stay fit, and you know, I grew up with sports. I couldn't stop moving my ass.
Yung puwet mo.
Sorry.
Parental guidance.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
I went quite early back to the gym after my surgery. My doctor was a bit worrying, but he used to do sports too, and he supported me and said, what can I do on Max? My physiotherapist gave me lots of advices what to do. Arnold Schwarzenegger was one of my role models, you know for sure Arnold Schwarzenegger, and many people questioned me, or coaches asked me if I want to compete on stage, and at this moment I was still focusing and learning how to walk normal. I couldn't walk at this time on heels yet, and I thought, why not? I mean, I couldn't do anything anymore, so I could still try going out and play on the field, but if I get one more time tackled, then I can't even do strength training anymore. Yeah, and then I had my first competition. I hadn't really time to train for bodybuilding. I just went on stage with the current package I had. This was spring 2018. This was my first competition. They just put me on diet and see what will happen on stage. Suddenly I made some placements.
Really? Like what kind of place did you?
I made a couple of competitions.
Oh wow.
2018. It's called German International Championship. It's a competition in Germany. There I made a 3rd placement.
Wow, naks naman, galing.
Salamat. And to be honest, when I've been first time on stage, I had an inner feeling, and same feeling after You Will Laugh. After my first operation, I thought, it can't be done with sports. Oh. And I know at this time it was a crazy thought, and people told me, Andrea, first think about your health. But I felt like it's not over. I've been so good in different kind of sports, and you know, I'm 33. When this happened to me, I was 29. Now you can see in what position I am, and I'm so happy I never gave up. The first time when I went on stage, I already thought about trying to do this professionally. Yeah, but I never told someone, otherwise they would think I'm crazy.
Okay, cool. So what other competitions have you done so far, and what was your best win so far?
It's 10 competitions I did from beginning 2018 till 2020. 2018, which I already told you, newcomer German championship international. 3rd placement, then I went to the state competition for Hessen. I made a 2nd placement, which was a big surprise. We had, before this interview, already to talk about shaking the butt. The body gets shaken, you know, if you're excited.
Yeah.
And I was so excited. My whole body shake a lot. And I was start smiling, and my lips are all going like this.
Oh, no.
But then I thought, yeah. And then I thought all Filipinos love this model contest, and this is like a model contest. Yeah, just with muscles, you know, and being fit. Yeah. And then I thought, you know what? I'm half German, I'm half Filipino. I can show you what Filipino genes can show, what they have. And you know what? They're more IFBB Pro, Filipino Pro. I figure out since I'm in the IFBB Pro family, and it makes me so proud.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I even put on Instagram Filipino flag and German flag. Even I officially compete for Germany.
Yeah, but of course, by heart, you're like both, basically. You know what I mean?
Maybe a bit more Filipino, to be honest.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I have a pullover, which I got once from a really Filipina nice woman with the Filipino flag. And I wore this in the Philippines, and this is the place where I turned pro.
Oh, how nice.
Yes.
So when did you turn pro?
So this was in the Philippines. It had to be in the Philippines. In December 2019 there, I won my class, bikini class. I won overall because when you start as an amateur, they separate or categorize by height. I was the second smallest.
What's your height?
It's 158 centimeters, 0.5. Quite small.
That's fine.
So guys, even you're small, you can still compete. You can do modeling, you can do photo shooting if you're fit. Since my experience, if you really believe in yourself, you can make it. Yeah.
Amen to that.
I really needed to say that because many people said, Andrea, it's crazy, and think about your health, finances. You know, it wasn't an easy path. So, and after this, I thought, okay, I will give my very best to get pro. I didn't say yet anything. I really listened exactly to my coach, what he told me to do. 2018 was the year for kind of bulking up. So I had to gain a lot of weight to build muscle mass. So all girls and men out there, it's not only about dieting, you also have to eat good. But good, I'm half Filipino, so Philippines have already good nutrition, to be honest.
Really? Do we? I feel like we don't eat that healthy.
I don't know. I don't know about Jollibee. I wouldn't really say it's a good diet plan. But rice, good carbohydrates, proteins, lots of fish, you eat lots of fish, lots of vegetables, and this is that.
Really? Lots of vegetables? I mean, we don't. Do we really eat a lot of vegetables?
I grew up with lots of vegetables.
Really?
My mom forced me.
Okay.
And you know, my mom was typical Filipina, strict. Okay. And I had to sit on the table till I finished everything. And then I was bulking up in 2019 spring. I went again back to competition, back to state competition, because it's like, again, beginning new year, new season. There was state competition, again, Hessen. I made the third placement. I was a bit surprised, but it's fine, it's good, because there were really awesome girls on the stage. Depends also who participate too. Then I qualified for a German championship. You know, this was my real first bodybuilding season. Then I made it to the finals. Bikini is very hard to judge. It's not like the typical bodybuilding. As you know, you don't show double biceps. You have to be very feminine, but also very athletic. Yeah, it's an overall look. I made it last in finals. You know, as I said, I'm a fan from Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I didn't really understand what's bikini class, and I was like going on stage and showing, look at me, look at me, I'm big. I work a lot. See my latissimos.
Okay.
And the judge was like this, looking at me, and at the very back, some friends watched and some say, no, Andy, no. Yeah, but still it was a very good placement, I mean, for first season.
Of course.
I went to a summer competition. It was called American Dream, because when you won the first placement, you got fully sponsored for the annual Classics Europe in Spain. And there I made the second place. And there I went for the regional qualifiers for IFBB and made the first placement.
Woo!
Yes.